Alright guys, how's it going? It is Wednesday, the 25th of April 2018 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright. So I was going to make you a video after last night's game, but I didn't bother because I was a bit tired. It was quite late last night. I'm an hour ahead of you guys in the UK, and I thought you'd have all buggered off to bed anyway by the time I got it out, so I'm doing it now. It's very hot in here. I've just had a shower, so I've put the aircon unit on up there. Right, I can't compensate. I usually turn it off when I make a video, but honestly guys, it's so hot, so if you can hear I do apologise. I just can't turn it off. It's fucking melting. So there's a few things I want to talk to you about the game. Obviously it was the injury to Oxlade-Chamberlain, and I know it was his knee, but initially I thought it was his ankle or his foot or something. I don't know if you watched the replays, but I was like, oh my god, you know, that's gone underneath. And every time I watched it, I was like, ooh, 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 and even that was his knee. When we first signed him, you know, I wasn't that bothered. You know, I wasn't really that, like, I was just like, do we really need another midfielder and something like that? And now that he's injured, I'm like, yeah, we do need players like that in the squad. And it's quite disappointing. You know, I'm gutted that his season's possibly over. It looks like it's over. I know there's not much of the season to go, but if we did progress in this competition, the fact that he would have to miss that, you know, and maybe the World Cup with England and stuff, I really feel for the lad. And one thing I've noticed about him since he's come to the club is that he seems very professional. You know, I thought he might be a bit of a knob jockey, but I don't think he is at all. And I like the way he conducts himself in interviews. I haven't heard anybody say a bad word about him, and he's the sort of person that I want to be at the club. So pretty downer, you know, a bit of a downer that really. So I'm sure you've got something to say about that. I'd like to know your comments about him in general, to be honest. I know he probably doesn't set the world alight, and he's probably not the best player we have, but he certainly puts in a shift, I think. Anyway, so that was that. There was a point in the game last night. I made some notes last night, so I was being very professional, and there was in the 18th minute there. I've got a note there saying Karius beaten by Kolarov shot. Very lucky, failed to handle it, could have gone in. Now I'm sure I can picture it now. It was if you're looking at the goal, it was the left side, come across top right corner as we're looking at the goal, and Karius kerfuffled it. Now there's a couple of points in the game last night where I was a bit edgy with that boy, and we talk about goalkeepers a lot, and this is exactly what I mean by Karius. He's playing better for me than he did, you know, when he was at that terrible time, and since he's been confirmed as the club's #1. I think he's been a lot more consistent, but he still makes me shit my pants, and I've got to be honest with you with that. And that was my major worry last night. Was would he drop, you know, make some mistakes or something? And I don't like talking about him too much, especially ahead of a game, for them reasons. You know what I mean? Because I don't like tempting fate and stuff like that. But I think you all know what I mean, what I'm trying to say about him. You know, he just sometimes I just think, could you not have held that, you know, or done better than that? And it fucking scares me, you know. We were outstanding as usual going forward. I mean, I didn't expect I didn't think that we would score as many goals as we did. And then just that last 10 minutes or whatever it was, we just seemed to, you know, to collapse, didn't we, again? And it was like, oh God, no, I can't go through this. I really enjoyed the game. I thought the atmosphere was kicking. I know there was an incident where a couple of what we believe to be Roma fans were arrested for, I think, attempted murder or something like that on a Liverpool fan in his 50s. Was he 52, 53? I'm sure more of that will come out in due course, which of course wasn't very nice. But you know, I don't know. That's not really got anything to do with the game, but it's on my mind. You know, I just don't like stuff like that. And then you start thinking about our fans going over there to the return leg and that, you know, and you just hope that everyone goes and comes back safe and that, you know. But yeah, the game in general, I enjoyed it. I stopped taking notes. I mean, I stopped taking notes on the 61st minute. It says there, 4-0 Firmino goal. Salah low cross from the right for Firmino tapping, and you know. What about that one? The goal at 35 minutes or around 35 minutes by Salah, that left-footed top left corner, incredible. I mean, I was like doing all these notes and I couldn't keep up. And in the end, I was like, do you know what? Fuck it, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. But no, this video is just really to, you know, to see what you thought, how you feel going into the next tie. What do you think he'll do now with the game at the weekend? Surely he'll, you know, maybe approach that with, you know, I don't know, maybe would you give Danny Ings a start or something? I don't know. I like my boy Danny Ings, so I like to see it when he comes on. But yeah, I mean, it was just typical Liverpool, just like totally annihilate someone, and then you start thinking, holy shit. You know, there was one thing that annoyed me about Karius was when Roma did score, and I can't remember which goal it was. But then the attacker ran in to get the ball from the back of the net, the corner of the net, and Karius just let him do it. And I was like, yeah, fucking hell, man, you should have just fucking stopped him, blocked him, obstructed him, slowed him down a little bit. Petulance, I know, you know what I mean? But I'm not really having a go at him, but I was just like, you know, you often see goalkeepers do that, don't they? They'll be like, whoa, hang on, you're not having that fucking ball, fuck off, you know, just to slow things down. But, you know, because they scored, they obviously wanted the ball to get started again. So, yeah, I mean, we've still got a good advantage. We'll see what happens. And that's about it, really. So this is more about your opinions anyway, not really mine. I'm sure we're all on the same, you know, the same wavelength with it. Fantastic attack and just a bit vulnerable towards the end there, which is, you know, we've got to stop that. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know any major talking points that you want to discuss. How amazing is Mo Salah? What do you think about poor old Oxlade-Chamberlain and Karius? Does he still, you know, make you shit yourself every time someone kicks the ball at him? Bless him. All right, guys, let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll speak to you real soon. All right.